Hey everyone, welcome to Atlas Gaming. I release content every day, and today we're playing this game called X4 Foundations. It's been released since 2018 on Steam. Totally slipped under my radar, and I'm surprised because I really enjoy these types of games. I really enjoy Everspace. I wanted to get Everspace 2, but just haven't done it yet. And so this is kind of like, it's like one of those games. It's a space simulator. It's a sandbox. And it's probably the most ambitious game I've ever played. And what I mean by that is there's so much going on that you, as the player, can endeavor to accomplish. That I've never seen something like this before. You can control planets. I think you can own planets. You can have an empire. You can be like you can go around and like fix spaceships. You can fly around in your space. Well, not fly around in your spacesuit. You can fly to the destination with your spaceship. Get out and fix things. And I'm just saying, like, I don't know if those quests are there, but like the functionality of the game ranges by that much, down to like, you know, micromanaging the situation and there's just one thing going on, to like a 4X game where there's a huge empire and it's like what does they call it? Grand strategy. Anyway, we're just tutorial for now. This game takes hours to learn. I am learning it. I'm very excited to play it. You know, like in a more fluid capacity. We're gonna do the combat scenario for now, though. This is an idea of what combat looks like. One thing I really enjoy about this game is all the keyboard shortcuts. Like there's a lot of functionality to be had just through keyboard shortcuts, and I don't mean just like the shortcuts themselves, but more precise control of your ship. I'm impressed by this game all around. I'm not, what do they say, simping. I got this key for free, so thank you to the developers for that. Yes, I did, but there's a reason I asked for it, and all those reasons seem to be true. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the highest skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the highest skill. Completely agree.
Approaching accelerator.
Take us through.
Right, breaking someone's will is often the objective in fighting.
Once we cleared the accelerator, set a course for the shipyard.
Acknowledged.
Pilot, head to the bridge. We need you on standby.
These pretty minimal cutscenes so far. I think this might be the first or second one. And yes, granted, I've only done two tutorials. Okay, we go up to the bridge, and we listen to some stuff. I have done this before. Now, our objectives in the bottom left, it says to wait. And so this is what we're waiting for right here.
Our first catch of the day. Move to intercept. You better get down there, pilot.
Take control of ship. Eclipse, Vanguard. So we go up here. There's a transporter room for the ship. So we use the transporter room. We could take it to, I'm sure, like any one of these three things, but it's telling us to go there. The Eclipse, Vanguard. So we're going to travel there. And then now the room is traveling. And, you know, it's the future, it's space, right? It's science fiction, so, like, things happen a lot faster. Now we're in the, I guess, like, the hangar deck? I don't know, we're outside? Anyway, let's get in here. Just climb up the stairs.
Eclipse, Vanguard.
Sit down and shift D to undock. Okay, and so you have to enable, mouse steering. It's like,
You are free to engage.
and then you click on an enemy. They're 1.4 kilometers away. I hit Shift X and we match speed with it. So that way we can just sit here and unload on it. Yeah.
Target eliminated.
Okay, we have more coming in.
Resume course and keep
You
an
click
eye
on an enemy.
sensors.
And then this little X. See the center of our screen, the little dot? Not the cursor, but the dot on the center of the screen, the reticle, the crosshairs. So right now it's over an X. So we're 5.4 kilometers away from this enemy. I'm pretty sure our effective range for this weapon is 3 kilometers. So we need to get within 3 kilometers. We'll use boosters. And then now I hit Shift X to match speed. Line up the reticle right there. And there's a little bit of aim assist, which I'm thankful for. So it's not like it's so picky about everything, but about aiming. But this is it. This is combat. And this is like one small aspect of the game. Although if you wanted to play it for this aspect, then you could. Like, just for this aspect, you know? If you want to be that type of player in this world, then you can. A lot of freedom given in this game, from what I can tell so far. And what I've read about it. I have read quite a bit, actually, but
Good shooting.
one of the things I read was a lot of the negative reviews, or like negative sentiment about the game, was actually due to the lackluster or I guess unsatisfactory tutorials. And that's not been the case for me since I've been playing. The tutorials are very thorough. They don't rush you. And they didn't ever really left me like with a feeling of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. You can see the life bar on that ship, right? Okay, here's I'm gonna change something here. There's a different setting we can use. So right now we're primarily functioning like with steering on 2 axes, but it's a 3-dimensional. I mean, space is 3-dimensional, right? That's our reality. On Earth, in outer space, all space is 3-dimensional. So that's one really cool thing that I like about this is that you can enable that. So down here, you can see we have controller joystick controls or settings, and then down here we have mouse settings. So adaptive steering, you just turn it on, then watch this. It's a whole different game. A lot of rolling. I guess the reason I don't like it is because it doesn't. It's a lot harder to get to like to match the reticle to the lead indicator on the target. So I like the idea of 3-dimensional control, and I think it's very difficult to implement it well into a game and make it fluid. But I think like this would be something to be used for evasive maneuvers. Use mouse wheel to accelerate. We just did that.
Well done, everyone.
The shipyard is hailing us, putting it through. Okay, that's gonna be all like self-evident, self-explained in just a minute here. Let's look at the... I'm gonna turn off mouse steering so that this is it. This is mouse steering is disabled. So now we can use the cursor freely just like you would to use a computer. You click on things, I mean, there's just, yeah, it's a very good game, I think. But let's go over this HUD. Oh, here's travel mode. Actually, let's go over the HUD while we're traveling. So right now, I want to compare these things. So I have throttle all the way up. I just use the mouse wheel. I roll it all the way upwards, and then you can see like there's a little sectioned gray line with an arrow on it directly below where our crosshairs would be, right? And right now I just moved the arrow. I'm moving it back and forth. So that's the mouse wheel. That's our throttle. Our max speed with just flying around is 225 meters per second. Now we're going to activate travel mode, which is like, it's literally for traveling. Let's get up above this like asteroid belt. It's for traveling long distances. I'm not into the into the adaptive steering right now. I like it. It's just I don't think I would. Well, maybe like later on I'll have to change WASD instead of being strafe controls. I'll be them into steering controls so that way I can complement the rolling and pitching from the adaptive steering with a little bit more direct. There we go. And now we're gonna go shift 1 and then shift space to just not be controlling it with the mouse. Now you can see how fast we're going, right? Down here, 1,500, 2,000 meters per second.
Okay.
We're gonna click on that. That's how far we are away. But I'm gonna disengage that for now. I press backspace and it brings us to a full stop, like really fast. I mean, like to the point where I'm pretty sure I'd pass out from like the the G's if I were to slow down that quickly. But you know, it's space and sci-fi, and they probably have fancy suits. But anyway, okay, so we have that bar right there. That's the throttle, like I was talking about. Then the one underneath it, I have no idea. It's probably ammo. It's just a guess based on how much we've been shooting. The one below it, the blue bar, this is shields. We can also use it to boost. So let's okay. So let's boost right now. I just press tab. So I press tab. It uses energy to boost. It uses shield energy. So you can see the shields are disappearing right now, and that's because we're going fast. Anyway, so we're gonna come over here. We're at full throttle right now. You can see the shield on this ship. This is a mining ship, enemy mining ship. It's the blue bar above the white bar. The white bar is their health. Maybe that's our... Oh, that's probably not ammo, huh? On our ship, that's the life bar.
See if you can take out their turrets.
And then what's really cool about this game, one thing I think is I haven't seen before in games, or like space games. Once you get close to this, so this is a lot bigger ship than what we're flying, right? Or I don't know if you know, but here, let's look at this. F2, this is our ship. And we can look around it. Let's see here. Well, we're not going to do that right now, but this is our ship. It's a lot smaller, okay? That's it. And now we're going to go, I guess, fight all these dudes.
They're targeting the bombers. Pilot, protect them.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really think this video through that much. I was like, oh, let's just go do like, let's go do some fighting. That'll be really cool. And then I was like, oh, but there's so many things to demonstrate that I really like about this game and I'm excited about to play it. And I want to show those off too. And then it's like, oh, I think we're kind of like on a ticking clock here.
Defense drone.
Okay, we're gonna hit Shift X to match its speed. And then we're gonna speed up. There it is. In backspace, so that way we can maneuver quickly. Backspace brings us to a full stop. This guy's way more maneuverable than us, so let's get some distance away from all this fighting so we can target it more easily. Well, it's more maneuverable than us, and I mean, I'm just not good at steering. You can see I'm having a hard time right there. And so we have, this is mouse steering. So we just like hold the mouse to one direction of the center of the screen, and then our ship will continually steer that way until, I mean, just forever. We can just go in circles doing that. We also have a thing, if I hit Shift N, then it's direct mouse steering. So it's like aiming in like in an FPS. The mouse cursor is latched onto the center of the screen, and then our ship is facing the way that we're moving the mouse. So it's probably more like what people would be used to for like fighting, space fighting games, if they don't use a joystick.
Defense drone.
I think we just hit it. I don't like this one though. We're gonna go back to this steering mode. It's a lot more fluid for me. Okay, that one's done.
The bombers are safe.
And then
Make
there
sure
is,
they don't try to run. Pilot, target their engines.
you know, let's just fight. Let's just fight. I'm not gonna try to explain things. Honestly, I don't think I've played enough of this game to like really go through and like make that kind of video where I can explain every single thing on the HUD or all the controls or what I like the best. I mean, I can, you know, give it a good shot, but or a good try, but I don't think it'd be a complete thing because I haven't played enough. So right now in the bottom left, destroy Zen XL all-around engine.
Okay.
We're at 1.6 kilometers away from it. It's moving at 2-3 meters per second, I guess. I hit Shift X, so that way we just match speed with it, and then we're always there. We are taking damage, or we're not taking damage, we're taking fire. You can see our shield bar is going down pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and get out of here. A little bit is all it takes.
Malfunctioning circuit board.
So we have, on the right side of the screen, you can see that we have 4, it looks like rotary guns, right? I'm talking about like over here. We have 4 rotary guns. And then what we can do is we can set up weapon groups. Oh, the thing's dead. Okay, well we got it, I guess. Game's over. We can set up weapon groups, which reminds me of like MechWarrior 3 or like any MechWarrior game. You can assign different weapons to different groups that we can customize it. There are missiles. There are different types of missiles that you can use. Heavy ones, light ones. You can ride or buy and pilot a mining vessel. Let's get rid of this menu. Yeah, game over because that's it. That's the end of the tutorial. Anyway, this game literally takes hours to learn, and I am in the process of doing so. And I'll continue to make some videos like this while I learn how to play it. But the game is so immense that, like, to me, I feel like in order to make good content, I need to have a better understanding of how it all works. And, like, because it's a sandbox game. Like, even if I knew everything about how to play, you jump in there and it's like, what do I do? Well, I can do anything. What do I do? And so that's the kind of game it is. I'm going to try to get some more experience and maybe, like, try to set up kind of I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a lot here. That's all I'm saying. And this was a good look at combat, I think. So there it is, X4 Foundations. Thank you again to the developer for the key. This game has been on Steam since like 2018. Totally slipped under my radar. It is epic though. Epic. This is kind of what I wanted when I played Space Commander, because the game says war and trade, and so I like that balance between fighting and then like the economics and stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the game that has all that. Obviously a price difference too. If you go check this one out versus Space Commander's free, but still, this is the one that I wanted. So I'm gonna call this here X4 Foundations. Check it out for yourself. I will be making, I have a feeling, a lot more videos for this game. I love it. Thanks for watching Atlas Gaming. I release content every day. We'll see you in the next one.